Ladies and gentlemen, bugs and grubs, potatoes of all ages, time for a stream. It's time for Wizard of Oz. I timed that almost to perfection. The mic kicked in as the video ended. Almost perfect. If you will guide your vision to the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see my new Whiz Bang logo. That's what I did this afternoon. It's also on the Twitch page, all over the place. That's going to be a thing. Yeah, I think it's turned out alright. Let me know what you think. I think it's rather smashing. Haha! And if you'll also direct your attention to the Wizard of Oz logo, which is a thing, and has been a thing for a little while. Just going to turn my mic down a little bit, because I'm peeking out! Holy dolly. You'll notice there's a few more trophies floating around on that bad boy. Yes, indeed. We have the FFA Cup, the Hyundai A-League Finals trophy. We have our Korean FA Cup. We have our K-League 2 from 2025. We have our K-League 1 Championship trophy from 2027. And our newest edition, as of last night, the AFC Champions League. Champions of Asia, managing our last game ever, or last two games ever last night, in a special presentation here on the stream for Jeonnam Dragons. How we doing, folks? I'm bringing up my face. I've got double logos happening. There's a logo on each side. It's all gone crazy. So yeah, that was fun, and the logo's going to be a thing moving forward. Go figure. We've got a lot to get through this evening, not the least of which is saying goodbye to my beloved Jeonnam Dragons. They were kind enough to give us a new home, away from home in Korea. First step on our epic quest to win the European Champions League. They were there for us. Let's jump across and have a look at this club and see what has been going on. Now, we haven't managed the team this season. I've been holidaying through. The only games that were managed were the Champions League. And some of those I did off stream. No save scumming or anything else. If we got knocked out, we would have got knocked out. We absolutely did not romp it in. But we'll have a look at how they went through the season. They got off to a decent kind of start. The loss to Jeonnam was a bit of a kick in the teeth for them, no doubt. They went on a winning run, a few draws. That might have been our draw. No. I didn't manage any of the group games in the Champions League either. Cruising along. Rocking on. So yeah, a few hiccups here and there, and then a pretty ropey form towards the end of the season. The split has happened for them, so they've got 5 games left. Seoul, Daegu, Jeonnam, Suwon. They're still in the Champions League. That is the new Champions League for 2028-29. So yeah, we didn't manage any of those games. Yeah, they've done all right. Certainly haven't reached the heights that they did with us at the helm. So second in their group in the Champions League at the moment with 3 games to go. They find themselves in 5th place at the split, 7 points behind Ulsan. It's not insurmountable, but it's a pretty big ask. And if we have a look around the squad, we can see down here one of our heroes, Lee In-gyu, with 18 goals this season. Not a bad return. Yeom Ji-sung, in the absence of Gwon, has the highest average rating. Benny Davis, still an assist machine. If you're new to the stream, I should probably walk you through what the hell we're doing here. This is the Wizard of Oz. We started in Adelaide, Australia, with Adelaide United FC. We can see that down there. Hello. We managed them for a couple of seasons, won a couple of things, and then we left. We came to Korea, where it has been pretty dang epic. I don't want to look at the timeline. Ugh, get out of here. Hey, that's a better rundown. There we go. So most recently, our major awards: FA Cup Best Manager, Manager of the Year, Manager of the Year, FA Cup Best Manager, FA Cup Best Manager, Manager of the Year, Manager of the Year, Manager of the Year. That's pretty awesome. And here's all our trophies: AFC Champions League, K-League 1, FA Cup in Korea, A-League 2, A-League Finals, Australia Cup, or FFA Cup is what we refer to it as. Our mission in this save is to win the European Champions League. We couldn't do that in Australia, went to Korea, and we've got another move coming up this evening. We got a job in Italy with Palermo, but we're not looking at that club yet. We're saying goodbye to the Jeonnam Dragons. Sad Guan's not going to be around. Very sad times. Oh, look, they're resting place. Interesting. Some of our heroes, Lee Si-hwan, we made him club captain. Fantastic goalkeeper for us. Played 33 games, only conceded 27 this season. Overall, in our time at the club, he's been fantastic, averaging over a 7 as a goalkeeper. Mr. Lucas, if he was ordering a guitar, would he want to... welcome to the stream, by the way, Mr. Lucas. High-grade bag or case, asking for a friend. I've got some drop frames. That's always alarming stream-wise. Yikes. Not this early. Don't be cutting out stream. This is a big night. High-grade bag, you'd probably be fine. Generally, the bag will ship separately to the guitar anyway. So the guitar will come probably in a cardboard box with packing foam and everything else, same way they ship it from overseas. Very rare they'll put it in the case and then ship it that way, but occasionally they do. Yeah, either or. Depends. If you're going to take it anywhere, get a case. It's just safer. Yeah, so there's Lee Si-hwan. Francesco Donati, if we have a look at his history, we arrived at the club, we bought him for 275,000 Imperial credits of the realm. He's another one, averaged over a 7, hasn't scored a ton of goals, but he's been rock solid in defence. We will miss him. Park Seung-min was a new addition to the squad. We brought him up from the youth team. He's now a 3.5-star player. He's still got 5-star potential. He's been phenomenal for the last couple of seasons. Big things in the making for him. Actually, we bought him 475 grand. There you go. Spent a bit of coin. Cho Mi-hyung, however, was a member of our youth team. We brought him into the squad. He did go to Ulsan briefly. They paid cash money for him, 105 grand. We brought him in, or back in, from Ulsan on loan for nothing. We weren't even paying his wages. Had a stellar season. So we bought him back. They made a profit on him. Good for them. But we made out like bandits because he was fantastic. Cho Mi-hyung is going to be a superstar for Korea. And I believe he is capped. 8 senior caps for Korea. Park Seung-min, capped at under 20 level. Hasn't got a full cap yet. Lee Yong-chul is a young left back and nobody cares. Turkman still needs a cape. Cem Turkman, almost £1 million we spent on Turkman in a January transfer window. He did pretty well. Season after, a little bit ropey, but he was hampered by injury significantly here and the following season. Last season he was great. 7.1, 37 appearances, played nearly every game for us. Turkman, he's awesome. Zhang Jae-yik was another project for us from the youth team. Brought him into the squad and he just kept getting better and better. Hasn't really been his season, but yeah, Zhang Jae-yik, awesome player. Lee Hyun-ju was a later signing. We brought him in last season. Very, very versatile, as you can see. And he was pretty damn great. 7.37 he averaged for us in his first season with the club. 7.02, more assists. No complaints. And he only came in halfway through the season as well. So that was impressive. Impressive. Yom Ji-sung we had for a couple of seasons. He was great. We stole him from arch rival Jeonbuk. We got him in on loan. That was a director of football call. We wouldn't have gone looking at Jeonbuk. And then we bought him for nearly 250 grand. And he was great. Kim In-woo was brought in more as a backup left winger than anything else. And again, great player. No complaints. Didn't play a lot in that first season because we were messing around with Kim Hyun-suk to train him up on the left wing. But he filled in midfield. He was playing left wing, right wing, all over the place. Not so much right wing, but he did and he was great. Before we get to one of my absolute heroes, Park Hee-hyun was a late addition to the squad. I think it was another director of football call. And he plugged a hole nicely in defence when we desperately needed it. Who else have we got? Carlos Aguilar. Let's have a look at him. We brought him in to offset the grumpiness of Jesus Crespo, who abandoned us, spent 350 grand just to stop Crespo getting homesick. He performed that role very, very well. He had some dodgy performances, but overall 6.8 for a young up-and-coming centre-back. Still only 21. Still got 3.5-star potential. No complaints. Park Seong-kai is another young defender. He's leaving, so he's dead to us. This guy, though, Benny Davis. Yes, he has those Benny Davis eyes. 4-star player. Mr. Reliable or what? This guy has lit up the K-League. Brought him in from Oxford in England for 130 grand. And my word, did we get a return on our investment. 7.4 in his first season with 11 goals. He was a penalty taker, but still. 7.35 the following season. 7.2 this time round. 8 assists, 9 assists. The guy's a machine. He's the beating heart of midfield, and he's been fantastic. Even as a foreign player, he's been great. And then one of my all-time heroes of Football Manager, Lee In-gyu. I don't have enough words for this guy. I've spoken about him endlessly on stream, and I'm sure I've driven everybody mad saying his name. Wow, hit the Windows key. Brought him in for 50 grand, desperate for some sort of striker. Played nearly every game that season. 38 games in the league. What's that? 42 in all competitions. That's not that season though. There we go. So what's that? 41 in all competitions and 39 goals. Almost a goal a game striker. Averaged 7.53 overall that season. 7.49 in the league. Over 40 goal contributions. He was a machine. And then he got stolen by Kim Chung because he had to go and do his military service for 18 months. And boy, we miss him. We had Choi Ho-won for a little bit. He was a great striker. He got stolen by the MLS. And then we were really, really stuck. He came back in around about the middle of the season, or just after the midway point. Scored 11 goals in the league in this season. 17 all up. Again, close to a goal a game. Averaged 7.14. And then the season we weren't here, 18 goals. My kindest striker. And all of that from Lee In-gyu as a 2.5-star player with only 10 finishing. But he's quick, he's good in the air, he's a good dribbler, good first touch. If you're looking for a striker, you don't even need greens, is my takeaway from this. 2.5-star, classed as a fringe player, but he'd never ever played like it, and I am going to miss that guy. We'll check in on a couple of other heroes. June. Parsi June. He moved. He has now gone to Fortuna Dusseldorf in the 2 Bundesliga. He was at St. Pauli. He was purchased by Hertha Berlin from us for £500,000 after a couple of really good seasons as a super young centre-back. Played a full season for St. Pauli, did all right. He's moved on to Fortuna Dusseldorf now. Bit of a change in fortune for the youngin', but what are you going to do? Choi Ho-won is still at Seattle. There he is. He'd be a 4.5-star player for Jean Buck now. He's worth 6.6 million. He's not having a great time. He's asked to be transferred a couple of times since he got there. He was lighting it up for us big time and was awesome. And then he left. So again, dead to me. And finally, our saviour, once upon a time, Jesus Crespo, was purchased by PSG for absolute chump change. But this kid, his value, he has played one game this season for PSG. Hasn't played a bunch for him actually, but when he has, He's made his presence known, that's for sure. Still averaging a 7. His value is astronomical. It's as simple as that. If we have a look at his profile, £39 million transfer value at least, earning £67,000 per week. Absolute madness. No way he could become back to Jean Barc. They want to keep him. If we have a look at the information, he's not a wonder kid, just a centre back, but he's great, and we wish him all the best. Regular international for Bolivia, and we hope he does super well. In terms of finances, the state we're leaving the club in, if we have a look at club info or the club vision, in terms of this season, the board are pretty happy with the way everything's gone. Certainly not stressed. The supporters seem, as always, always the way. In terms of finances, still money in the bank. While we've been away on holiday, presumably on the beach just down the road, they haven't spent a penny of transfer budget. They didn't buy any players. They sold a heap. Plenty of wage budget to spend. In fact, if you've been following the save for any kind of length of time, I won't believe what they did. So we were doing all this business and moving players on and all sorts of stuff. We sold the rubbish left back Oyeon Kyun. We sold Go Jae Hyun for chicken feed, really, because he wasn't getting a run. So yeah, that was pretty much the last of what we looked after. And then you look at this season, Yeom Ji-sung, a pre-arranged transfer, only player brought in. But look at who they moved on. Like, all of this. Gwon went on loan. Lee Ji-hoon went on loan to Kim Chon because of military service. Kim Dong-soo went out on loan. Kim Ho-seok, remember him? Our project left winger or right winger who we turned into a left winger by sheer force of will. He's gone to FC Cologne. Yeah, 625 grand, and they took it. Madness, absolute madness. Could not believe they sold him. Zakaria Hanan went because he was miserable, and that was fine. Cho Dae-yeon went, nobody cared. Kim In-gyun, who was one of the heroes in K-League 2, he went on a free to Incheon. Bruno Ferreira they sold, one of our backup right backs. They got rid of him. And Cho Dae-yeon, who was our left back, they sold him to Jeon Barc, of all teams. Can you believe it? To the arch rivals. Absolutely insane. So yeah, that's what they did in terms of transfers, but we left money in the bank. The club's certainly not broke. Their projection is, I mean, ignore that. That's a board problem, but it's still pretty good. And in terms of debt, nothing. We leave the club in either the same or a better state than when we got here. Players are all happy, except for Park Ji-min, who wants a new contract that I was never able to offer him because the club wouldn't let me do anything because we'd already agreed a deal. I'm going to miss this club. I really, really enjoyed our time here at Jeonnam Dragons. I said it last night after the Champions League win. The stream went crazy. It was all broken and it dropped out. I don't know if anybody heard it, but quite often I'll manage a team in Football Manager and I'll move on quickly or something, and I really don't care. But this club, I don't know, just something about it. Being the Dragons, being in South Korea where I'd never managed before in the game. The heroes like Lee In-gyu out of nowhere. This is a team that I'm always going to have a soft spot for now. And I'm always going to keep an eye on when I'm playing Football Manager. And in the real world, I'll check in on their website. I can't recommend their website enough. It's a great thing. But all that silverware we brought in, that's our crowning achievement so far, winning that. The AFC Champions League and K-League 1. Very, very proud of our boys. Very proud of our achievements here at Jeon Barc. Let's have another look at our profile and see how we've progressed. We only had one coaching badge, our national A license when we got here. We now have all of the others. The board hooked us up. Our Continental Pro license. We've got complete knowledge of the Republic of Korea. And in terms of our attributes, check it out. We've got yellow all over the place. We've got a little bit of green now. We're not very adaptable. We're rubbish with goalkeepers. We don't care about fitness and we hate kids. But other than that, it's all been wonderful. Yeah, I'm going to miss this club. But the next step on the journey awaits. And that step happens, I believe, today. Which you can choose the stats at each level up. Nah, let them happen organically. And that was a very short plane trip. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in our brand new home in Italy. Welcome to Palermo, who have hired your old mate DP. In a move which is sure to spark plenty of heated debate, Deadpool has left Jeonnam to join Palermo. We arrived with a record of 156 wins, 45 draws, and 42 defeats in our career. We've also won 3 league titles and 3 cups. Not friggin' bad. Yeah, their shirts are gorgeous. First game in charge will be against Brescia in Serie B on the 14th. So we've got 5 days to prep the side and do all our admin manager bits. They are in Sicily, yes. And in our intro video, you can see, like, you see the Italy, the boot on the map, and then it sort of shoots down again and goes to Sicily. It's really cool. We'll face pressure to bring immediate success to Renzo Barbero La Favorita. Having stepped up from our previous standing to take sole charge, we'll need to hit the ground running. Some factions in the media have been touting us as favourite for the job all along. The appointments created much discussion. Jeonnam now need a new manager. We won the AFC Champions League with Jeonnam. We bring a wealth of experience, and we use a 4-3-3, which we may not do here. Ha ha ha. Palermo are currently in a 5-match unbeaten league run, so they're in good form. They're in 6th place in Serie B. Palermo have won 4 of their last 5 games in the league. Ha freaking za. Look at that pink. It's lovely. One annoying thing, they don't really have a badge. They've got a logo, but not a badge. They've won a stack of trophies, none of the big ones. And as you'll learn from the ticker, they've made it to Serie A about 29 times. Never won it. Never ever. Founded in 1900, over 100 years old. They've got a really rich history. We've got a bit of transfer budget for January, which is nice. Decent wage budget, decent facilities. We'll be looking to upgrade all of that. They enjoyed their best spell of success during the 2000s. Last competition win was in 2025. They finished runner-up in Coppa Italia. What's that, 3 times? They've won 1, 2, 3, 4 Serie B wins. Some runners-up. Italian 3rd tier a bunch of times. So yeah, they've done pretty well. Mafia ties, awesome. I love it. I'm all for it. That's why we're here. They made me an offer I couldn't refuse. The whole team is made up of real players. Look at that. I don't believe that's their best 11 necessarily though. Because I believe, having had a look, they've been playing a 4-4-2. Let's check it out. So the expectations: work within the wage budget, grow the club's reputation. No oldies, sell to buy, 2-year contracts for first team players, don't get relegated, compete in Coppa Italia, grow the rep, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. They just don't want to get relegated, prefer to finish top half. We're going to do better than that. We're going for promotion all the freaking way. For the supporters, they want to see us bring in young players. How many seasons altogether? This will be our 6th season. 2022 to 2028. Yeah, 6th season. They want us to play attacking football. We're not going to do that. We're probably going to play our control possession system because I like it. Get the better of our rivals. Catania if we play against them, and Messina if we play against them. Nice. Finish above Frosinone in the league. Record a top half finish and be an established Serie B team. We can do all of that. Last of all, if you want any of the following be arranged, please tell me now. This is Christian Concina. He's our chairperson. He's a good dude. Every month back with staff. Yeah, give me a press conference. Awesome. Here's our squad. let's just order it by ability. All right, so got some good strikers and wingers. Play both sides. Defenders, defensive mid, winger, midfielder, defensive mid, midfielder, defensive mid. No. And if we go by potential ability, wrong way. Alright, so we've got some decent looking youngsters who aren't necessarily setting the world on fire. A few oldies floating around the place. It's a big squad, there's a bit of dead weight. We can fix that. Let's go to the inbox real quick. Taking the hot seat. Booyah! Yes. Playing time expectations, blah blah blah. Supporter profile. They've got some hardcore, they've got some core families. Decent chunk of casuals. Season expectations. Yes, we know all this. D'Ambrosio says we're a fantastic choice. We'll confirm that. We're not going to tweak it till we know what we're dealing with. We need a captain. Darius Saric, Matteo Brunori. So Brunori, how's it going? Matteo, I just want to let you know I'm picking a new vice captain. He's cool with it. He's on board. Darius Saric is going to be our new vice captain. Francesco Di Mariano is going to stay as El Capitan. I apologize in advance for my terrible pronunciation of anything Italian, and if the inflections or accent or anything is insulting or racist, it's not intentional. Tactical direction. We'll deal with that in a second. Send me an email. I don't want to go to your stupid staff meeting. Tactical direction. Before we look at that, I want to see what you've been doing. Haha. So they have been playing a 4-4-2. And they've been doing pretty well. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if we have a look at positions, a bunch of goalkeepers, boring. A whole bunch of defenders, left and right side. That's cool. After season at Jeonnam, begging for left backs. Look at this. I'm in heaven. Most of them are crap, but they're there. We've got options. It's glorious. Whole bunch of central midfielders and defensive mids. I like it. Whole bunch of players that can play out wide, and a whole bunch of strikers. I think we're just going to use our system, the control possession. Control possession, choose a formation, 4-3-3 DM wide. That'll do for step one. Hit your trusty Quake Peak button. Boom. You don't really want to be a striker, or if you do, you absolutely don't want to be a complete forward. You want to be a pressing forward. You're 33. How about an advanced forward? How about that? Because that's what I like to use. Awesome. All right, that's not bad. And then as our second, let's go with fluid counter-attack, and that will be the 4-4-2. Libero. Don't need any of this fancy pants BS. It's a mugs game. Training, coaches, edit coaching assignments, ask the assistant. Wow, we need some coaching staff, guys. Yikes. Mentoring, let's get that underway. That's what I'm talking about. Calendar, that's all fine. Tactics. Set piece takers. Now, we've got a very complicated method that you've all seen before, and how we determine who's going to take our set pieces. It's very involved, requires a high level of attention to be paid. I can't really get into detail about it because we've got a lot to get through tonight. But I think if you're watching the screen at all, you get the gist. You'll never see me use a libero on this channel. It's just not gonna happen. Right. Look at all these tall lads. Ah, I love it. You go. How tall are you? You're 193. 5. You go any further back? Nope. There. Aim for the far post. Awesome. Left side. You get in there. You're 182. Yes, there. Aim for the far post. Corners are sorted. Pens. Burp, 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 burp. Burp. Just put them on the back. Just checking. Throw-ins. I'm not going to bother with them for now. Hey, we've already got scout reports. Scouting center. Actually, before we do that, let's go to the staff. We'll just get all this set up and do all the boring, rubbishy bits. Handles team selection. Yep. Hiring and firing. But. Delegate. Oh. What do you distribute to when in transition? Usually fullbacks or centre backs. Delegate. I don't want to deal with any of that. Confirm all of that. Advice and reports. Don't care. Scouting. Delegate. Yep. That's all cool. Transfers and contracts. Negotiating. Me. Initiating. Director of football. Yeah. Fund development loans will be. I'll do that. Actually, no. Lane manager can do it. Initiating players signing for the under-20s. Director of football can do it. Director of football. Confirm. Immediate, no. Training. Leads general training. Delegate all of that. We'll have to come back here and do all of this again because we need to get them hiring some freaking staff. Berate. You don't want to do it too much. You only want to berate them when they're screwing up, probably at home, or when they're just playing like absolute dross. I'll usually berate them if they concede a rubbish goal. If a player has done something stupid that's led to a goal, like a bad pass out of defense or a lazy pass or something like that, yeah, I'll do the individual one and just berate them. But yeah, it can have a really negative effect on dynamics if you do it too much. So yeah, don't make it a go-to. Away from home, you're much better off just dropping encouragement after encouragement after encouragement to try and keep the spirits up and lift them. When you're at home, demand more is a good way to go, because you should be expected to like draw or win your home games, and away games are more difficult unless you're playing a team much worse than yourself. Tactics, team selection advice, yep. No. Confirm that. We need some staff. I don't even have an assistant manager. I don't want to lead friendlies. It's a mugs game. Range a friendly every week. See if this actually works. Cool. Right. Staff. I need an assistant manager. I need a head of youth development. Yikes, look at our coaching. We'll need a few coaches. I'm going to need a Goalkeeping coach for sure. Looking at that, we need one of everything, preferably two of everything. But geez Louise, hopefully our reputation will have some people wanting to actually work with us. That would be lovely. Get me a technical director immediately. Get me a scout or two. Recruitment analyst. Get physio. Get me a head of sports science. Under 20s. Get a manager. Get an assistant manager. Get a coach. Why are there no staff? They all must have walked with the previous manager. It's crazy. You can't run a club like this. These guys have actually got a club doctor. Look at that. And the under 18s. You don't have any staff either. Fantastic. I need to get all of this happening ASAP. Wow, you guys really need a goalkeeper coach as well. Not so stressed about fitness for them. Get a performance analyst. And you get yourselves another physio and a sports scientist. Far out. Look at all these. And that's just ads for staff. We need staff. We need people to work here, damn it. I don't want to do everything. I want to delegate everything. And I sure as hell don't want to keep delegating everything. My goalkeeping coach, because we all know goalkeepers don't know anything. My grandfather was goalkeeper. So was my mum. Tactics. We want that. We're going to go to training. We want that to be our primary trained tactic. Yes. Go to the training calendar. I want to change this week. I want tactical. Yes. And here I want tactical. Yes. And here, guess what I want? Tactical. We need to like have a little mini pre-season happening, sort of, as much as we can, to try and get everybody up to speed as fast as possible with how we like to play. Let's get them out in the community. Let's get them go-kart racing. Let's get them reviewing some matches because it's important. I really should have done a lot of this setup off stream now that I'm thinking about it. Hindsight being 2020 and all. Yeah, match review here. And then more bondage. That doesn't sound right. Dunsky, and do it here too. Boom. How are the dynamics at this club? Pretty good. Winning will do that. We need to introduce ourselves to the team. Howdy boys, it's me! It's your old mate DP. I'm here to take over. I know your old manager sucked. I know you've been doing alright. I'm here to ruin all that and turn us into a pack of losers. Introduce myself. Look forward to working with a lesser known manager who can bring you out. Lesser known? Hey. DeMariani. Lesser known. You watch your mouth. I'm not going to make any promises. I don't have any ideas for the future. I don't know any of you clowns. I think we've got enough to avoid relegation. Yeah, brilliant. That's what I want to hear. Alright, fine. There we go. Alright, everyone seems cool. I don't know what was up with the Coppa Italia stuff. Hey, we've referred everybody up. Excellent. Let's look at the hierarchy. We've got some team leaders. We've got highly influential players. Awesome. Social groups are pretty solid. Not too much going on there. Cool. What are you doing as a defensive mid if you can't play defensive mid? Who can? And who's a better option than y'all? Are we in the midst of an international break? Not really. Senton. Jeez, a lot of these guys need some fitness. Far out. Squad. Right. Well, I'm assuming all you guys are first teamers. So, you're all going to be available for the under 20s for like 90 minutes. And you guys, who aren't great, you're all going to be available for the under 22 squad. Available for under 20s for 90 minutes. Marvelous. Dev Center under 20s fixtures. Got a bunch of them. This is good. I like it. We're hitting continue. The board would like to take time, give you a polite reminder of their expectations. Do that, spend that. Got it. Can do. Happy to spend all of your money. Rest of the squad stop viewing as a team leader. That's fine because he's not. Move on. You should send blah blah blah. Yes, do that. Yes, send them on language courses. It would be good if I could talk to them and if the rest of the team could. He'd be good as an assistant manager, would he? He has no rep, but yeah, his numbers look alright. Alberto Massi. Dario D'Ambrosio. His numbers are pretty good too. It's been at Vicenza. Serassi. Oh, who's this guy? Where have you been? What have you been up to? Series C. Was a player until recently. His tactical knowledge isn't great, but he's good at judging players. We'll wait until we get some applications. Stefano Rossetti. Yes, that's going to be a much needed upgrade to our goalkeeping stock. Technical director, you reckon? I don't think so. Christian Dauria. No, we'll wait to get some applications in for that. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. Send me an email in future. Never bother me with this crap again. Hey, how you doing? Nah, I can't pay you that, but I can pay you that. How do you feel about that? Good man. Goalkeeping coach. Sorted. Much, much better than what we had. Where did I put to be? There we go. And there we are in 6th place. We're only 4 points off top. Let's go top of the league. I love it. No, don't even think about changing my training stuff. Look, we're all lining up to manage Jeonnam. I already miss my dragons. And there's nobody there we need to be bringing with us. Even Benny Davis, like, maybe he's worth a scout. Let's send some scouts over. It's outside the permitted scouting. What's our budget for scouty scouts? What's going on? Southern Europe, 150. Just take a chunk of that. Go and scout the world for me. Southern Europe. You're having a laugh, mate. I want all the players, all of them. And we need more scouts before we can really do anything anyway. 5 suggestions. Yes, make all of them available for 90 minutes. Because we have a whole bunch of players who aren't fit. Dynamics, yes, we know all about that. How long we got to our first game? Not long. 1, 2, 3, 4 sleeps. Let's do a press conference with our tried and true methodology. I'm excited, happy with direction. Playing staff fit my philosophy. Of course, today football's like that. Blah, 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 blah. I'm already bored with it. There we go. We've met the press. I'm sure they love us. We left a great impression because that's what we do. We're in Italy. I even had pasta for dinner tonight. For reals. I had some tortellini with a nice sun-dried tomato sauce. Lovely. We get the first game, see if we completely screw up. We've lost a bunch of games against Brescia. We've got players away on international duty. Scouting introduction. Nope. Match prep. Yep. They've got more familiarity with the 4-4-2. And we're going to have them play in a different system. But it's fine. It's not as defensive, our system, as they might like in Italy. But the fans want to see attacking football. We know that control possession system, both at Adelaide and Jeonnam, created a lot of chances. And was very, very handy for retaining possession of the football, which is good, because if we've got the football, the other team doesn't, and they can't score. So I want to give it a shot. And if it doesn't work, we'll flick it over to the 4-4-2. Get them back to what they know. No harm done. It'll be fine. He's going to be an under-18s fitness coach. That's awesome. So how's that looking now? If we go there. I mean, he's not fantastic, is he? Yikes. But yeah, our goalkeeper stuff's got a massive upgrade. Third and second best now in the league. That's what I'm talking about. Upgrades everywhere, please. More of the upgrades. So far, the Palermo hot seat, not very hot. Just going to say it. First game coming up, 244th game in football. This is our third club on the journey, and we are officially in Europe. We're right where we need to be to achieve the mission of the save, which is win the European Champions League. Will we do it with Palermo? Probably not, but we could. Who knows? Maybe we turn them into a friggin' European powerhouse. Get promoted, go in Serie A, qualify for Europe, win the Champions League, retire, go live in a beach shack somewhere, drinking cocktails and stuff. It's gonna be great. That's the loose plan. No guarantees. Stop suggesting this. I've sent out advertisements. People will apply for the job and we'll hire based off that. That's how we roll. Jeonnam, I've got to play a game without a boss. Daimani's injured. Out for 45 weeks. Well, I guess I take you out and I need to replace you with another midfielder, don't I? You silly goose. What are you doing getting injured, you maniac? I guess you... This bench is a mess. Let's sort this out right quick and in a hurry. Boom. You shouldn't be there. You over there. You there. There we go. You can play striker. So you come up here. You're a pure striker. I don't even know if I'm going to have all these dudes on the bench. So, you know. All these players, are you telling me we've got... Okay, first things first. Preferred positions. You want to be a goalkeeper on defend. That's what you're going to do. Goalkeeper on defend. Botaro, you want to be a fullback on defend. Congratulations, your wish. It's my command, my friend. Filippo Romagna wants to be a defensive midfielder, but you also want to be a central defender on cover. Boom. Lorraine Serpe. would like to be a central defender on defend. That helps, because your mate over there is going to cover you. So, awesome. Musa Diarra, I've heard of him. He's a real dude. Fullback on support. That works. Boom. Luca Vicente wants to be a ball-winning midfielder. Or a bloody well Mangolum. Oh, we haven't had one of those for a while. Awesome. Bloody well Mangolum. Jacopo Segre wants to be a Mazzala on soup. Badu. Done. Dario Saric. You want to be a bloody well Mangolum as well. Oh, you're all maniacs. You can be an advanced playmaker and support though. Haitam Abaida. It's been inverted winger on attack. Di Mariano wants to be an inverted winger on support. I mean, why don't you guys just switch wings? Would seem to make more sense. And we've already fixed you. Cool. I mean, we've got slim pickings down here. This bodes somewhat ill. Bring on January. Can't fiddle with any of that yet. We've got some lazy boys over here. Beat that out of them right quick and in a hurry. And look at that. We've moved up the table. We haven't done anything yet. Awesome. Italy's easy. Mamma mia. Whole team keeps shooting above the goal every single time and you're sick of it. Have you got them set to shoot on sight or anything else crazy? Maybe get them to work the ball into the box and shorter passing. Are you playing one striker or more than one? Because to me, 36 shots, only 6 on target. I never go into the data hub. Yeah, so that to me says whatever you're doing, they're not getting into the box and they're shooting wildly from range. Or shooting inside the box. Couple of things. Check your mentoring. Just make sure you've done ask assistant to assign. Check your units and make sure you've got everybody where you want them to be. And then in your training calendar, without going too nuts, when you can, if you've got like spare slots on certain days, go in and work your way through maybe once or twice a week. Goalkeeping and select different goalkeeping stuff. But if you're doing goalkeeping training, guess what your attacking players do? They shoot. So if you go shot stopping, your strikers are going to be shooting all the time and practicing. So that's one of your best options. And then attacking wise, that doesn't really do it. Technical, yeah. Chance conversion is another good one. No, not attacking, not set pieces. General attacking can help because your outfield players are going to focus on attacking play. So give that a shot. Because it's training though, it will take time. So just be aware. The other thing to try is if they're shooting wildly and they're all going over within your tactic, check your striker and see how good they are at heading, and maybe just change it from working the ball into the box, take that off and get them firing crosses in. Yeah, sometimes it does feel scripted. The other thing you can do if you tell them to work into the box and they're just shooting over, more discipline. Tell them to dribble less. Like, just try some stuff out, some different instructions. Can't hurt. Thanks, Carl. Yeah. Or any like first person shooter that keeps score, like who cares? Attend the meeting. Fine. Here I am. I'm here at the meeting. Oh, look at all this wonderful information I don't care about. Remove him from the transfer list because he's got a prominent... I haven't touched squad planner, I don't care. Yes, yes, yes. Wow, what a valuable meeting that was. Squad planner. Ask assistant. Suggest for everything. If he's the best striker, where is he? If he's at the top of the squad planner, why isn't he in my squad? Stop it. There he is. Right. Maybe we should check the rules for the league. How many subs am I allowed to have? Cannot have more than... What? B teams only. Players who play 50 more matches in top division are eligible. Under 23 players are automatically eligible. The players registered. 5 for a second. 12 subs. Nice. 12 subs and we can make 5. And doesn't look like it's any crazy, wacky foreign player rules that we've got to deal with. Oh, fantastic. Lucas Lahaji. You're going to be a better option at right wing, aren't you, Lucas? But you're not quite fit, so that's cool. Here we go, ladies and germs. First game with Palermo. We are away to Brescia, who have apparently regularly spankified us. Yanis Latar, Mario Lamina, Isaac Lahaji. Where was he? Where was that dude? Yeah, I just put him in the thing. Yeah. I want him in there. Yeah. What do you want to be in there? Oh, you want to be a forwarding midfielder too? Sweet. Besenton, I want you in for Diego Sia because I can't see myself using 500 bloody strikers in a one striker system. Yeah. Alright. There's our squad. No idea how we're going to go. But we've got good players on the bench, apparently. Let's go find out. See how we go. Fitness is going to be a problem with all these players. A bunch of them haven't played a lot. I don't like not having players in the green. Rio Brescia, go get revenge, he says in English, and all the players look baffled. Who is this clown? He can't even speak Italian. He keeps talking about pasta and spaghetti. He's an idiot. I'm like, yep, I sure am, but I'm also the boss, so shut your face. Oh, they've got a real players too. Oh, no, they've got a fakey. Shenanigans, pretends. We got any new gens? No, we've got all real humans. Wow. Here we go. New system, new manager, new club, new country, new shirt, sexy pink shirts. I haven't grabbed a kit pack to get the proper Palermo shirts. I think I will, because the shirts are really quite nice. Palermo FC's homepage, I've been to their website too. One of the top news stories on their website is that they have like the prettiest kit in the league. And there's a whole article about how it was designed and who designed it, because Italy fashion's thing, apparently. Who knew? Yeah. that was a thing. Oh, we've stolen the ball. Here's Brenori. Excellent stuff. Shoots. Scores. We have scored within 1 minute of arriving in Italy. And what a way to announce our arrival. Brand new logo. There it is. Just looking over there, make sure I'm pointing at it. New logo. New club. Goalie, goalie, goal. Thwack. The boys needs party. Yeah. Rock on, lads. I don't have any Palermo chance. Oh, you got a clown sent off. What a dingleberry. Everything was going so well. So, yep. I guess you're going to play in there. I know, what a roller coaster. 8 minutes, it's like, hey, we're winning. Hey, you're down to 10 men. Welcome to Italia. And I didn't set it to get stuck in or anything nuts. Bataro. Great name. Romagna. We're knocking it about. We're doing the footballs. I like it. Just don't screw it up. Ball over the top. Here's Brenori. Again. Very cheeky. With 10 men. 2-0. Brenori's alright, isn't he? Guess who my favourite player is so far? The dude with 2 goals. Always slow and tactical. I mean, from what we're seeing, it's just sort of violent and silly. 20 minutes, 2-0 up with 10 men. We got this pegged. 70 control possession system. I'm telling you, if we start producing results like we did at Jeonnam, where we're just, you know, pretty much decimating everybody, and like massively controlling possession like that, we may just have to change tactics for the sake of it and call it officially OP. We've just won a penalty. Brenori's been fouled in the box. He's been dragged down, challenging for the header. And now he's got a chance to score his hat-trick. Steps up, bing, bang, boom. 3 goals in 42 minutes. Brenori, take a bow and have one of these. That's right. He gets fun fantasy trumpets. Because he's earned them. Debut hat-trick for our striker. I mean, what a way to arrive in Europe. Hi, Europe. It's your old mate DP. I'm here to conquer all your stuff and take your cup home to Australia. Hope you don't mind. Apparently, I'm going to do it 1 player short too. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Jeez, they don't like our pressing system at all, do they? They're like, hey, 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 you're not playing the Italian way. Like, I know. We're playing Jeonnam football now. Korean styles. Yeah, you can shoot like that all day. This is what £1,000 Pig Bloke's doing. By the way, £1,000 Pig, welcome to the stream. I didn't say welcome like I usually did. I was all distracted and we went straight into tactical discussion mode. But good to have you along. Despite the send-off, I mean, other than the send-off, I've got 0 complaints. Keep your performance levels up. Attackers, I mean, I'm pretty happy with his finishing. Midfielders, boss in the midfield. Defenders, I'm happy with his solid work. We're not going to do anything too crazy change-wise. We're just going to monitor fitness levels and tweak as required. Probably get these guys off the pitch who are on yellows. Why are you heading back across goal, you maniacs? Yikes, yikes, yikes. One Club Champ has dropped a follow. Thank you very much. As Stream Element Spot has said, you are a credit to the species. Welcome to the Wizard of Oz. Welcome to the stream or channel or whatever the hell. Ah, they scored. It's all over. I want to go home. I want to go back to Korea. This sucks. You've joined at a great time as well, One Club Champ. We've just joined like 5 days ago. Palermo FC in Italy's Serie B. We started in Adelaide with Adelaide United in Australia. Moved to Jeonnam Dragons in South Korea. And now we've made it to Europe. One step closer to the Champions League. We need to make some subby-dubby ding-dongs right here. Lamine can come off, Vicente can come on, who was going to start, and then changed my mind. Brunori's got a hat-trick, so Stopper can come on and get some minutes. Yatar can come on for Serpe. You want to be an advanced forward. I can feel it in my jellies. Yes. And that'll do for now. Just managing fitness, trying to get some minutes into some of the lads. More than welcome, my club champ. Oh, Diarra needs to come off the pitch. He's sleepy. It's nappy time for Diarra. Cannavale, I like his name. Like Bobby Cannavale from Ant-Man. Yeah. He's a youngin'. But I'm okay with it. Anybody else getting tired? Batare, best name at the club because it's got butt in it. Can't see the ratings for these dudes. Are any of you good at football? We don't know. Alright, that'll do. And we should have one more stoppage we can manipulate. Should probably praise the boys. 3-1 up, 10 men. Oh, Saric is done. Romanya's done. Centre back. Dragoni, that's a cool name. You win. Yeah, just do whatever's, mate. You'll be fine. If you'd offered me a 3-1 win in our first match in Italy, I would have bitten your arm off before kickoff. Maybe I'm hungry, but still, what a way to start. That was awesome. You, Brenori, you were great. Serpe, very happy. Anyone over a 7.6 gets a pat in the head because that's how we roll. How do I manage the last 10 minutes? Any thoughts on mentality? Pray. I mean, £1,000 Pig's got the best answer for sure. For me, it depends. If we're 3-1 up, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let them go. If it's like 1-0 and we're protecting a lead, I'll let it get pretty close to the 90th minute and then I'll start time wasting. Maybe it's psychosomatic. My admittedly biased perception is that if you've been playing one system or a certain mentality all the time and that's part of your tactic, and then late game you change mentality, you go more attacking or less attacking or more defensive, game punishes you for it. If you're 1-0 up and you go defensive, the other team's already attacking. Attack is going to trump defense. It's just the way the game works. So my thing is, don't change your mentality. Don't change anything. Maybe do some time wasting. Maybe get your players shooting on sight if you're protecting a lead, because they'll keep blazing over, and that'll take more time off the clock. Make some subs if you got them, but I mean, you've not done well here, Abaida, to ingratiate yourself with the new boss, have you? Howdy, boss. I want to get to know you better. I'll just get myself sent off. I'll sit on the bench. We can have a chat. Like, no, dude, you've missed the point. Wowzers. Post-match press conference. Important stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Glad it was a good chat. Good times. So yeah, late game for me. Like, that match, we were down to 10 men after, what, 8 minutes? So we played 82 minutes with 10 men. And the only change you made is I moved that dude there. I didn't drop defensive or anything else. We stayed balanced. Didn't tweak anything else in the tactic. And we won 3-1. So... And our record against Brescia, the team we were playing, is not great. Apparently, they regularly kick the crap out of us. So, vindication. Claiming it. I'm a genius. Footballing god. Yep, more pressure. Yeah, slow tempo is good. Slow tempo is good too if you got like massively bad fixture congestion. Just get them playing slower, and then towards an end of a game, if you're chasing it, or if you want to put more pressure on, because your players won't be as tired, you can ramp it up again. But yeah, that's a good shout. Or as I said, just leave it alone. I'm pretty lazy. I don't like fiddling a lot. Tactic works. Leave it alone. If it stops working and you get thumped every match, then tweak it or change it. Use a different system. How are the dynamics now? Everybody loves me. As it should. No one's unhappy. This is the flirt. We got to Adelaide. Players wanted to leave. Went to Jeonnam in South Korea. Players wanted to leave. We've walked into Palermo. Everyone's like, yeah, he's alright. That's all we want in life. That's all anybody wants. Just to walk into a football club and be told, yeah, he's alright. Come and get us, Man United. We're ready. We've won a game in Serie B. Data Hub? Yep, thanks for that. We'll never look at it again. Unless someone asks. And even then, I'll probably say no. How long are we going? Where have we got for an hour? Oh my god. Played one match in an hour. Got club setup takes so long. Get these guys to do all that and hire these guys. It wouldn't have taken so long if we didn't have to put advertisements out for like 9,000 staff. Wowzers. Yeah. Why would I play? Just stop doing this. You're a goalkeeping coach, Luca Bucci. Great name. Just shut your face. The only thing I'll listen to you for, Luca, is if you're like, this Nikola Vasily, it's pretty good. I'll be like, you're the goalkeeper coach, take your word for it. As for strikers, midfielders, shut up. You don't get a vote. You're only giving me advice because everybody else left. What is this game? How long did we have between matches here? I didn't rest anybody. Oh, I'm the worst. Everybody, yeah, I'll be fine. It's gonna be fun. Don't even trip. It's a leche. I'm gonna get so cancelled while we're at this club. Someone from Italy is going to come in and they're going to hear me pronouncing stuff and just think, that dude's racist. He's putting on a really bad accent and it's horrible and he needs to be destroyed. Again, I reiterate, it's It's not intentional. I'm not trying to do a bad impression or anything else. If anything's wrong, spell it out phonetically and let me know, and I'll try to improve. I promise. It took me 45 minutes to learn how to say goodnight in Greek once upon a time, so you gotta bear with me. I'm on Twitter. I have a Twitter. It's linked on the about page thingy on Twitch. It's just Deadpool_2028 at Twitter. So the at thingy. I haven't tweeted for ages because Twitter turned into a dumpster fire. I think the last tweet was about the kickoff of this save back in November. So yeah, finger on the pulse and all that, for sure. But yeah, the tweets are there. For a while, the Twitter link was wrong and it was directing everybody to some other dude's profile because I forgot the underscore. So he picked up a couple of followers. No dramas. Happy to help. And if you drop a follow, I'll throw a follow back. I don't even think anyone's following that Twitter, to be honest. I wanted to... This is the squad. Yeah. No, you're the right dude, but that's the wrong role. Yeah. Inverted winger. Awesome. Limina. I want this guy, Vicentin, to play. Why have you dropped to 2-star? Oh, I know why you dropped to 2-star. Because I put better players in the squad. Yay. You want this guy to play as if I'm not starting Brenori in this game after his last performance. Like, what are you, drunk? So many 2-star players. What is happening? How far? The window doesn't open for like 2.5 months. I'm fine. We're fine. We're having fun. And look, we've already got a line that we haven't earned. Oh, yes, it still brings me joy that I can hover over lines again now and we get the little tooltippy pop-up. Why it wasn't working at launch or in the beta, I don't know. Just seems like madness, but well played, SI. For getting it back on board. Appreciate you. No, I'm gonna be happy with that. Anybody else need a tweaky beach? Nope. Let's roll. A squad number, you say? Bonvito. There you go. Have a number. Who you beats? No worries at all. Thanks for stopping by, One Club Champ. Welcome anytime. We're here most weeknights. Enjoy. Have a good night, good sleep, good morning, good insert time of day here. Wherever you are on the planet. Should have asked. I'm a terrible streamer. That's what you get. I'm not actually that self-absorbed. I just forget stuff. Yes, let's get revenge on Leche. Revengerize. Avenge me. Or yourselves, or... Go win the footballs. Are we at home? First home game. It's a sea of... You're in Washington. Holy crap. Greetings from the other side of the Pacific. And you're like other side of the Pacific and then other side of the US. You're closer to the Atlantic. Geography. I've got to be in it. Back in the day. But no. Greetings. Our new American friend. We're spanning the globe. What have we got now? Germany, we got Croatia, we've got England, we've got One Club Champ in America, had our Japanese friend, Canis, in last night. Paul Trebu is another new follower from Spain, who I met sitting on a good mate Baron-like behaviour stream the other morning. We're going global, everybody. It's amazing. Oh, there's a good ball. If he'd like curved that and had gone in the goal, that would have been awesome. He didn't know, and it looked pretty rubbish. We did a header. Get the ball. These guys look like they're wearing clown outfits. That's a ugly strip. Big Flareon fans. Really into their Pokemon, this lot. No. Yeah, you just keep kicking it out. That's what we want. How are we doing? We're dominating possession. Let's encourage lads to do better. Surely you can do better. Come on now. No one's been sent off. So we're already improving. We've got 16,000 Palermo supporters in the ground to watch that header sail just wide. And oh my goodness, hold the phone. There's fans behind the goal. It's a whole new world. We just spent like, what, 2.5, 3 years in South Korea with nobody sitting behind our goal. The supporters in the stands. Oh, finally. Italians know football. Look, they're all over the place. Not just in one spot. You still owe them. Go kick them. Go play football like they owe you money. I clicked on the wrong thing and I've upset Brenori. Whoops. Sorry, Matteo. Let's encourage lads. Who is stinking up the joint? Lemina needs to come off the pitch immediately. The sensing can come on for him. That's the change to make. Brenori hasn't really shown up, so let's give this stopper guy another run as an advanced forward. DR is buggered. DL, Cannavale, in your pop. Fall back on Finn. Any other changes? Yes, Saric needs to come off. I mean, this seems like an oversight. Why do I not have another central midfielder? I mean, you can do it. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Yeah. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. I mean, we are dominating. They're creating nothing, but let's go positive. Alright, we might have... What's happening here? We've got the football. Yes, I like it. More of this. A new makeshift central midfielder. Jacoli. Mariano's been fouled there. Was that in the area? I don't think it was. I think it was just outside the box. He's putting on a really good show, but we're not getting a penalty for this, surely. Yeah, I didn't think so. Free kick, though, in a dangerous position. Hang on. This is all happening here. Woof. Woof. We are exhausted. So, Bataro. Spagnolo, you get on there. Work your magic. Can come on for nobody. We're done. That's it. That's all our changes. Encourage. Speaking of mentality, like, don't change it. I mean, what we're doing is not working, so we're going attacking. We're chasing the game. I want a victory. Don't cough it up now, you pack of monsters. Si she's there. Or facile. We may have stumbled across a half-decent keeper here. Yet again. Or not yet again. We went hunting for it in Adelaide. We kind of lucked into it. At Jeonnam. With Lacey 1. We should have done better with that chance. That's going to cost us a couple of points. Draw is fine. The mission for the season is avoid relegation. A draw helps with that. I mean, yeah, nobody was awful. Nobody was playing as like 6.2. No one's to blame for a draw. Yeah, nothing wrong with that performance. It was fine. Well done, lads. I'll allow it. And we got some fitness into some other bodies, which is good. And let's go with the brothers in the league. We have jumped up to 5th place. So we don't want to be down here. Down here sucks. And we're not. We're up here. Up here's awesome. 18 points. Only 3 points behind Bal. Gonna win the league. We're not gonna win the league. Don't be insane. But a couple of decent transfers. We will look at cleaning out some of these bodies. Like this guy, I'm not going to use you, mate. You need... You're too old. That's why they're all here. They're all too old. We don't have a reserve team. Let's go talk to the board. Hey, board. I know I've just got here. What can we do? What are the options? No resis, just the under 20s. Right. So those crap players at 2021 who were never really going to get a look in. We need to look at moving them on. These will happen, but not for a while. Networking. Youth recruitment, I'd like to improve. None of that. How are the club finances here? Yeah, we're doing alright. We're over the wage budget, so significantly over the wage budget. That's a problem. No wonder they're telling us sell to buy. Okay. I can deal with this. We can work with this. This is fine. We need to thin out the squad. Get rid of the dead weight. And maybe central midfielder, because we like, I know when we got here we were having a look and it was like, oh, we've got a lot of central midfielders. A lot of them are 20 and 21 and shouldn't be here. Because the previous manager apparently just liked collecting subpar players as if they were Pokemon. So hopefully he's gone to Lecce, who dress like Pokemon. Who do we play next? Probably... Oh! Crotone, who are all the way down here. So we should beat them. A win would be nice. Not counting on it. But we'll see what happens. Oh... 3 days. None of you need a rest. You're all fine. Stop stressing. It's heavy. Lamine is on heavy. So Sentin can start. Oh, Abaid is fit. Yeah, but you got yourself sent off, mate. So you're kind of done. I need this guy fit again. This is why we're short midfield, because the other midfield is bloody injured. But he needs to be replaced. You probably shouldn't be in the squad, so I will bring Away to back in. Just, you guys need some game time. And why aren't you guys getting fit? Ugh. These guys aren't playing. Like, no wonder he's tired. He's 30. Need to look and move him on too. 35. Look at. I didn't do my usual trick when we got here. Jeonnam won. Yes. See, I told you I was going to follow him. Love it. Shows young Hughes play. Good for him. Proud of him. Go Dragons. Go and dominate. Arch is injured. Out for 3 days. You're not going to be fit to play. You're going to come in. And what do you want to be on the right? A winger on support. Done. Haha. How old are you? You're only 21. Development, training, further strength. You don't need to be training strength. You need to be doing something else more useful. Like ball control. Where are the applications for all these jobs we advertise? Can I get some staff, please, so I can stop talking a Gucci face over here? Lord. Hey, speaking of, new technical director Manuel Caputo or Paolo Angelini. It's going to be Paolo. How you doing, buddy? Come and direct our techniques. Good on turntables. Sorry, Christian, your number was lower. Good response to PALERMO, head of youth development. You're at Vicenza, so you're going to cost money. That makes Yuri DeMarco our new head of youth development. Hello. Hi, Yuri. No, you're talking crazy talk. No, you're still talking crazy talk, Yuri. There you go, buddy. Thanks. Love your work. Oh, be available. Nothing happened. Donate. Bam, 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 bam. DeMarco wanted by Palermo. Who's it? How is us chasing staff a transfer story? That seems silly. Oh, we've offered this guy a contract. Oh, good. He's pretty good. I like it. I still can't comment on the training. It's a bit annoying, but it's fine, really. Everybody's kind of fit again. You, yacht and yacht. Training, rest. You can have a day off. You're fighting fit, gentlemen. Get it together. Sean. And then we've got a decent gap till the next game. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, hello. Head of Sports Science. You're a sports scientist. I mean, we're going to promote from within, aren't we? All the way. There we go. How's it going? No, don't be stupid. No. David, you're being silly right now. Good boy. Palermo coach advert. Good response. You, Alessio Talia. I want one of you. Thanks. Let's just go back to the staff list. So we can hire 3 more. We've already got a goalkeeping coach. Right. So bring him in. He's a bit of an upgrade on what we've got. And I think maybe this guy, how much is the compensation? 35 grand. That's fine. So that's 2. And then we need a fitness coach. Team selection advice. I'm not paying any attention to what you've got to say here. Every chance of walking away with something. I'll say, apparently what we need to win a game is to get someone sent off. And then we're awesome. Play with 11 players on part. I know, we're not in Korea, we're in Italy, Drop Bear. Welcome to the stream. We got the gig a couple of days ago. And they wanted, well, the move wasn't happening until October 2028. We still had another season to go with Jeonnam, but we couldn't make any transfers or extend contracts or do anything with them. So we just went on holiday for a year. And here we are. In the meantime, we did come back from holiday to win the Asian Champions League last night. And then we just went back on holiday. So now it's 2028, October. 2 games in, 1 win, 1 draw. Italy's easy. And I'm awesome. Same old, same old. And we passed Graham Arnold in the Australian Hall of Fame. So Graham Arnold sucks. I should be the next Australian manager, clearly. That's what we've all learned so far in The Wizard of Oz. Needs to get out of Syria. Come on, man. I've been here for like an hour. Give me a chance. But as things stand, we're in 6th. And we're not a million miles away from top of the league. So, strange things happen. Our promotion would go down very, very nicely on the CV. It would be our second one of the save. But see what happens. You all suck at this job. Oh, you've got under 18s. Well then, for the under 18s. How many do you need? Well, it says you need 2. All right, well, we can do 2. Hold the phone. Yeah. There we go. Happy to help. Good response to Palermo recruitment. Analysts. Analyst dub, blah, 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 blah. Stuff. Recruitment analyst. How many of them do I need? I need 1 of them. So we need to pick carefully. This is probably the best attribute. Why is determination important for a recruitment analyst? Seems weird. This guy. Hi. Want a job? No. No, you're being silly. There we go. Cool. Who are you? Valentino. Welcome to the club. Good response to head performance analyst. You can't be both things, Valentino. Greedy. You can be head performance analyst. How about that? Because you missed out in the last one. Nice. Fitness coach! Yay! Who's the best one? You're the... This guy's meaner. He's meaner and more motivated. Yeah. Andrea Primitivi. Come on in. Train those fits. Do these fitness tests. That's what you'll be for. Excellent. Cool, cool. Right. I'm going to take a quick breather because I had DPGs before we started and I need to go to the bathroom. And I just realised I'm thirsty, so I'll probably need to go to the bathroom again later. Couple of minutes break, everybody get up, stretch your legs, stretch your cables, smoke if you got them. We're back in a couple of minutes. Enjoy the whiz bang BRB screen if you haven't seen it before. If you have seen it before, you know what you're in for. And we'll be back shortly. And we're back. Let's go play some football. Away to Crotone. Crot one. I'm going with Crot one. There's the squad. Don't know who they are. We're all over it. Good times. I like Italy so far. We owe a lot of these teams. It's our mouth been writing checks our butt can't cash or something? Here we go. Oh, you got tiny ground. Now we've even got corners. Fill your corners in. They're the worst looking palm trees I've ever seen off in that corner. SI. Come on, lift your palm tree game. That was pretty ordinary. We're doing well for possession, which is what we want to see. We're away from home. Some early encouragement. We'll wait until after this highlight. Don't concede a goal, you monsters. No. Oof. That was a good strike from this guy. Kingsley. Not clicking on him. Click on him, he scores. That's how the game works. It knows. Courage. Yeah. Mariano's not lighting the world on fire. No, it is really. It's early doors. Oh, we broke one of their guys. That was kind of you to pass it back to him and all, but please don't. Right, we need to get the football back. I mean, that was out of play, surely. Shenanigans, refs on the take. If we lose, it's not our fault. Chase him down, kick him in the face. Nope. Seal, it's all over it. I think we've got a good goalkeeper. I'm not even thinking about replacing him yet. Brenori's done really well there. Little back heel. Some cheeky stuff, I like it. Nice little 1, 2, 3 there. Play it through to Brenori. Shoots. Ugh. Nearly pounced on the rebound as well. That was a beautiful passage of play. I like it. We're getting into our groove. Assuming we have a groove. I don't know. It's only our third match. A groove would be nice. Pressing us pretty hard in midfield, but we're still holding the ball well. Oof! Oh, he's beaten him there. Oh. Keeper's got possibly a move to it. Just kind of chested that out. For a corner. We're aiming for the far post. Can we get it there? We can. Should probably check if the dude we've got on that far post is any good at heading the football. Here we go. This is going to be a goal for us, just to be specific. It's a great ball over the top. He might have been offside there. Yeah. Yes, he was. Half time. 0 away from home. Fine with that. Do you know what, guys? We still owe Crot one after our last game. Just give everybody a little bit of a G up. Just goose them a little bit. Get out there. Smash them. They're tighter than us so far. That was a bit iffy, but we got away with it. Play the ball up, looking for Brunori. It is Brunori. It is. He's continued his run. And cheeky little chip. And that's a goal. This is 4th for us in 3 games. Hat-trick in our first match. It was awesome. Can he repeat his heroics here in the second half? It was a first half hat-trick too. In our first match against Brescia. But he did super well there. I approve. Goals are great. Hitting the 60-minute mark with 1 in luck. Still edging possession. Not as much as like we're fine. We're going to take this dude. Mariano. Stop reorganizing my... Who wants to play on the left? Who's any good? There we go. Abaida. Cool. Anybody else sucking? Nope. I like it. 15 minutes to go. We'll make a couple more changes now. if it'll let me. There we go. Brenori can come off. Need to set him up with one of the things. Personalization. That's the word I'm looking for. Diarra's tired. Cannavale, Spaniolo. Cannavale, Spaniolo. Cannavale. Buttman's tired as well, so Spaniolo, Dragoni. Yeah. One more change we can make, I think. Just keep the football, do the things. Changes haven't gone through yet, so a little bit dangerous here. Because we've got tired bodies on the pitch. That's the ball over the top. Seal again. He's all over it. Man's unstoppable. It's a force of nature. Everybody's exhausted. We got one more sub I can do. Can I do that? Yes. Love it. Just kill some time. There we go. Yeah, I thought we conceded and we weren't looking. We didn't know. We're only 1-0 up. Let's just shave some time off the clock if we can, gentlemen. Bit of praise for the last couple of minutes. Here we go. Here's a goal. Get there. Get it? Shoot. That was a very cheeky effort. Almost paid off for Saric there. This is a volley from the edge of the box. Across his body. Went over, but it looked awesome. If he'd scored that, we would have had a new hero. He didn't though, so he's just a player, I guess. Oh, come on, let's not cough it up late. We've done so well to get this lead. Seal again. I mean, that's the reason for our win there. A couple of really important saves. I mean, the goal helped. Certainly didn't hurt. Loris Sepe, player of the match in midfield, I believe. Is he one of ours? Oh, defender, sorry, centre back. There you go. Thought he was a midfielder. We're still learning the ropes. Well done, lads. That was a good win. Anybody over a 7.6 gets a pat in the head because that is the law. So that's you, and that'll do us. Awesome stuff. Happy camper. 2 wins and a draw from my first 3 games. And holy crap, we're top of the league. Didn't even know. Does that mean we win Football Manager? Do we win? Italy's easy. We'll be out of here in 12 months. We've got a technical director. We are top of the league. Do you know what that needs? Top of the league. That is awesome. Didn't see that coming. You're keeping an eye on him? Good for you. Press conference time. How's the dynamics? Awesome. You're top of the league, lads. You can all have 2 days off. Excellent stuff. You'll be fit again for the next games. Mariani wasn't caught. So, on the right hand side, you want to be winger on support. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're doing that because Mariano wasn't great in that match. The other thing we're going to do is fix this right now. Advance forward on attack. There we go. That solves that particular problem. These guys just aren't getting fit. I don't know what to do. And these dudes need a breather. So yeah. Yeah, what do you want to be at the back? Central defender, on defender. Look at that haircut. That's awesome. I'm in full support of it. Como. Where are you lot? Mid-table. Yeah, maybe dangerous. Maybe not. We shall see. What's going on here? Yep, technical director, search ends. Yeah, B. But what do you make of it? Nothing. I'm not talking about it. It's a mugs game. Oh, what a start to life in Italy, eh? Who saw this coming? Nobody. Because I sure as hell didn't. So won that one with a Brunori hat trick. That was great. Then a boring draw at home, and then a 1-0 win away. We're at home to Como. So what it looks like is, for me, they'll play away and we'll suck at home. Sounds legit. Wow, I got a lot of games to go. It's fine. I didn't know I gave you all the player ratings down there. That's handy. Shows how much attention I pay to that screen. Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. What's going on here? Yeah, we're not doing a match review because, yeah. January shines. Player of the week. Player of the week for Lorenz Serpe. Awesome stuff. Under 18s manager advert. Yikes. You're not very good at motivating, but you're fine. The under 18s, nobody cares. Under 20s goalkeeping coach. You're probably the best option, Fausto Balrani. Get in here and coach those goals. Lamia wants a job. Well, you should be better at what you do then. You, coach. Get him in. Under 20s coach. From Korea. Hell yeah. Oh, he's from Jeonnam. Oh, absolutely you're coming in. Get over here. Oh, look at that. He's followed us all the way from Korea. What a champion. I love that. I love it. Palermo scout adverts. Who is the best at doing scouts? You. Luigi Lunghi. I can take it. Come on in, buddy. This guy's from Colombia. How many scouts do we need? We need another one. I want to grab this dude. He's old, Mauricio Serna, but he's got knowledge of Colombia. Good cheap players, that's what I'm thinking. Performance analyst. You, Nicola Triozzi. Slowly filling out these staff ranks. Assistant manager. This one I actually care about. It's a good response, but it's not great, and none of these guys are really setting my world on fire, but this dude is the pick of the litter. Alberto Massi. He's done a lot of playing. He's had one assistant job. Come on, buddy. Come on in here. We're going to be good mates. Awesome. There we go. Whole bunch of stuff potentially sorted. We are spending way too much money on wages. Whoa. Whoa. That's more like it. Yes. Transfers. Budget. We've got any clauses we can sell for moolah that'll bring money in? Silvio Zavaria. You can get 109 grand. You signed in for 200k. Is he any good? Are you likely to get that money? You're loaning him out. He's 21. They'll probably just release him on a free. So yeah, sell that. Get some more money in. Let's get rid of this. Get that off the books. Cool. How are we debt-wise? 6 mil, that's fine. Projection, yeah. Sounds like a board problem. My inbox is broken. Someone call IT. There we go. Good work, IT. Love it. Alright. Let's... Oh, it won't let me adjust it again. I just want to fix the wage budget thing. And then we'll be golden. Board and supporters don't care about anything yet. But they're pretty happy with the way things are going. Me too. Was this guy any good at doing the scouts? He was. Alright, so one of the dudes I lined up isn't going to be a thing. Yeah, you can recommend a signing. You're a scout. Trust your judgment. Scouting center. Acknowledge. How do I flick it to? Yeah, there. That's what I want. Select all. And oh, hello. Got extensive knowledge of this guy. He's a midfielder, another ball-winning midfielder though. How many of those do we need, guys? Really? How you been doing? I mean, pretty good. Tempting. Tempting. He's pretty tempting too. Safari. Deep line playmaker, they don't really need one. Alright, so select all. Acknowledge. Some suppressing. Next. It's more like it. Edit search. Let's not stop. We can stop looking for the South Korean players now. We won't need that filter anymore. Okay. Who's here and who is awesome? You're at Juve. Lovely Juve player. Let's go sign Baranakea. Go old school. Bring Aaron Basic over. Aaron Kunda. You're at Parma, so you're probably not coming here. What I want is a midfielder. I mean, this guy fits the bill, but... Fringe player, we could maybe pick him up cheap. He's 23. I mean, this guy on a free. Let's talk. Yeah, look at that. Yep. And he can play defensive mid as well. Handy. Yep. How you doing? Wants that much money? Yep. Noteworthy play. Haven't been able to sign a player in forever. Whoa, yeah, but damn it, we just... Because the budgets weren't fixed. So, screw the pooch here a little bit. He's just gonna... Well, we're not getting him, but maybe closer to December it'll settle down. And we'll fix the wage budget and it'll all be fine. The other thing we're going to do is let's just go by potential. You guys right here. You're a backup keeper, so we'll keep you around. You can bog off. You can bog off. I don't really need you. And I don't need you. Percentage been handy-ish. Spaniola's been handy. Right. So all these players I've just highlighted. Have I used any of you? No. Transfer. Offer to clubs. Or transfer. Sure. There we go. Just trying to clear out the dead weight. Hey, we got a head of youth development. Excellent. And we got enough for a player. 20-year-old goalkeeper. Blah, blah, blah. 72 grand. Yep. 15 grand. Well, what's our retained stuff? Thingy. Finances. Only 60% of revenue. That's kind of gross. But if you can move them out, it'll bring the wage budget down. It's going to help balance. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to be fine. Hey, we got another coach. And we're spending more money on coaches. Cool. Another coach. Excellent. We just spent 30 grand. How are we looking now? Yeah, fine. Totally fine. Oh, look at that. Better. Much better. Staff, training, coaches, edit coaching assignment, ask assistant. So slowly lightening the loads a little bit. I think we've still got some slots. Yeah, so that'll be the fitness coach that we wanted. Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be fun. We're still top of the league. Brings me joy. We're gonna do one more match tonight, and then we're gonna stick a fork in it, kids. Because I gotta work tomorrow. I'm back at work now. Ugh, it's gross. It's a necessary evil. Pays the bills. Under 20s manager. Oh, you're all awful. Capuozzo. Come on in. There you go. Physio. Marco Gonzari. Come on in and fizz. Set all. Available 9 minutes. Even though none of you play. Player in the best 11. Lahaji. Awesome. He's training well. Awesome. He's a Series C standard player. Cheers, everybody. Insu Lee apparently is the hot tip. Take over from us at Jeonnam. Just hire our assistant. He's been managing him all year. because we've been lazy and weren't showing up to work. Just give him the gig. Why are you even messing around? He's in, performance analyst for the under 18s. There's nothing to analyze, they're rubbish. Like, it's a pretty easy job. Oh, we got him sacked. Ha ha ha. Sports scientist, Alberto Finardi, you the man. Go and science sport. What's this? Under 18s physio. You're the pick of the litter for Fabrizio Carcano. Average response. Yep. Look at that beard. Holy dooly. Like, was that under 18s or the Rezzies? Under 18s assistant manager. If you're a kid, you see that guy yelling at you, like, run faster, kick the ball harder. You're going to run faster or kick the ball harder. It's terrifying. It's a good pick. Good appointment. Under 20 fitness coach. None of you are very good at coaching the fitness. Nigel Roberts from Wales, though. He's going to come and teach everybody how to run a marathon after eating fish and chips and drinking a can of Iron Brew. Cool. Moving on. 4 more sleeps until we play Coca Como. Ask Antonio if you take over Gianluca Vecchi. Did I just hire this dude? Yeah. Cancel the transfer. Another performance analyst. He's in. Cool, cool. He's in. Slowly filling up the staffy ranks. We got room for one more scout here. We've made the offer. We need performance analysts. Hey, we got a fitness coach. Oh, had enough, I think. Cool, done. You want to loan this guy and pay his wages? Yes, please. Average response to a coachy ad. Graham O'Neill. Gandalf. Gandalf O'Neill over here. Nice. Sports scientist Nicola Sassi, because he's sassy. Done. This stuff is so boring. I just want to play football. Yes, yes, yes. All the jobs. Jobs for the boys, as Keno would say. When does it end? Yes, go, get out, go on loan. I'm sending you out on loan because they're paying you wages. Looking forward to it, boss. I don't care. Get out. And that should resolve our wage budget issue. Boom. Set. He's coming in as a scout. He's in. Scouts are done. Teaching the language. And then finances are sorted. Good piece of business. Why? Request to add scouts. Thanks, board. You were here before everybody else, weren't you? Yeah, and you suck. So we'll cop the hit there and replace him. Problem solved. So he's in. You're a scout. Recommend player. You were another scout, and now everyone's a little bit... Were you here before? Or are you a new guy? What do you do? You're a fitness coach. Who's this? Alberto Mazzi. This is the guy I wanted for my assistant manager. Why are you blocking this? Who's this guy? What are you... He came in last year. We got the best fitness coaching in the league. I don't want to break that. Oh, are you serious? Coaching team. I don't have an assistant manager. I've got too many... I mean, you're not as good as the other dude. I've just hired all these guys. This is stupid, and I don't want to bin him off. But I could bin off Luca Bucci. No, I couldn't, because he's actually a really good goalkeeping coach. Crap. He's a good goalkeeping coach. He's a good fitness coach. What are you good at? You're good at all this stuff. And tactical and working with youngsters. When did you sign? Fourth of the 7th. Oh, so you weren't one of my hires. Well then, I'll cop the 100 grand. And yeah, you can bog off because I want an assistant manager. Huzzah! Kenjin Q's come in for the under 20s from Jeonnam. And he played for Jeonnam as well. Ah, that's brilliant. I love it. I love everything about that. That makes me happy. Ah, keep it in the family. It's beautiful stuff. Well in, everyone. Right, now that we've got a full complement of staffy staff, go back here, edit coach assignments, auto assign. Yeah, that's looking much better. Much better. Cool. That's done. And then, as much as I hate to do it, and that, just gonna go through these really quickly. I know it sucks. Why do we have a loan manager? It's the dumbest thing in the game. Media's all mine, sadly. Training, here we go. That's more like it. Why? Need to finish hiring all this other stuff. I don't want to do that. My assistant is going to look after the under 20s. The head of youth development can look after the under 18s, even though it's probably a really dumb thing. That's for now. Tactics, delegate. Ask me to do that. And do that. It's a good experience for him. And keep him honest. Solves an issue. I like it. Oh, and now they've got a manager. Brilliant. Yeah, let's get back in the stupid style screen. Nice. Match. Ozzy. 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 Yes. Yes. Okay, there we go. Just got a manager now. Aha! Awesome. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. And we've got a physio. So that helps a bit. Our physios aren't great, but we've got the best shot stopping coaching in the league, best fitness, and the best, or the most mental team in the league. Which I believe we're still top of. What's this for? Under 20s assistant manager. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, brilliant. Yep, fresh faced little boffin, this guy. Sip of DP juice. It's almost game time. My eyes are burning. Yeah, you're right. We don't need another under 18s manager. And this guy sucked anyway, so it's cool, board. Thank you. They've stopped me being silly. Cool. Now they've got an assistant manager, so we'll just go back here. Why don't the under 20s have a manager yet? Under 20s are the worst. Bane of my existence, I'm telling you. Get it together, people. Sort your lives out. Park Kun-ha is the new Jeonnam Dragons manager. Congratulations, you've got a great club. I'm sure you will do well. Best of luck to him. Look after our boys. And we'll check in on them in the not too distant future. I am certain of that. Because I'm a monster. Badoom! Squad! Vicentin, you're not starting. Lamina can because he's all fresh again. Huzzah! Yep. It's almost game time. Finally. Last match of the stream. What a block the chart. Alright, well then. Capriani. I mean, you're bad at your job, dude. Like, you're really bad at your job. So replace this guy. Is Nigel better? A bit. Not much. It might have been a mistake. He's in. Teaching Italian. Cool. More physio. Youth teams should have delegated all of that. We can't afford them to be running around with no one at the helm. It's madness. It's Mug's game. Okay. We are creeping up on gamage time. To try and retain. I think, maybe. Yep, we're still top. If we win this, we will end the stream. Top of the league, having kicked off in 6th place. Not a bad night's work. Assuming we can get the job done. We might get absolutely decimated. Still not quite sure what to expect from this team or what we're capable of. But so far, so good. See what we can do. Go with Nielsen. Good man. Go learn the language. Ooh. That was my yawny face. I apologise profusely. Right, game day. The day of gamage. Rovers need a new owner. We ain't enough to buy Rovers yet? Here we go. Right. Pretty sure if we win this, or at least don't screw it up, we can stay top. Score a few goals. That'd be great. These guys still aren't getting fit. This is madness. I don't know what to do. I have to organise friendlies for the Rezzies. Yeah, go out there and impress me. Nobody cares. Make me proud? Want to make me proud? Yeah, that one. I like it. Here we go. We're at home in a massive stadium. It's a sea of salmon. Pinky salmon. That's what Palermo means in Italy. Pinky salmon. It doesn't really. I'm going to encourage the lads. Keep spirits up. Let's go. We've had a shot. We didn't score. Guy's got a really long name. Let's get the football. They're passing it a lot. They're not making a lot of ground. We've done well there. Less well there. And you just sort of stopped running and didn't challenge Lombardi for the ball. It's kind of your job. No. Oh, ah. Right. Action stations, people. Been put on notice. Ah, dropped down to 3rd. It's all over. It's a disaster. Fine. Come on now. What's this crap? They're attacking again. There we go. Brunori's come really deep to win that football. He's played it back up. Here's Lahaj. Looking for an option. Skipping and dancing around the defenders there. Diarra making a big run from left back. Slots it in. There's Brunori. There's a goal. It's his 7th of the season. His 5th tonight on the stream. He gets one of these. Because he scored a football goal. Ah, I've moved my face. Goodness me. Back over there. Silly face. I was all distracted and forgot to tell you all about what you were literally watching on screen. Brunori with a free kick. It was a bit crap. Not sure what he was trying to accomplish, but we've won it back by kicking the crap out of them. That was nearly a good through ball. It was a good through ball if he was aiming for the defender. Don't think he was, though. Can we have this, please? Thank you. Don't forget, too, this squad is still learning our control possession system. So, tactical familiarity won't be as high as we're used to. It's going to take a bit of time for that to bed in. I'm dropping some praise on the lads, assuming, or I'm hoping, we're not going to screw the pooch here and concede. Otherwise, it's a disaster. Win the football. Good work. Diarra, he's been all over it so far today. Lahaj now in and scores. That's his first goal of the season. We've turned his career around single-handedly. I don't know what he looked like he was vomiting. He was so excited. I don't know what he was doing there. There's a great ball from Diarra. Lahaj takes a touch. Lots of past the keeper. 2-0 to Palermo. In front of almost 20,000 salmon-minded Palermans. Yeah, well done on control and possession. That's what we want. Everything is going swimmingly. I'm a very happy pretend football manager. I had the playoffs this morning. Nobody called the FM playoffs. Here I am, conquering Australia, conquering Korea, conquering Asia, now taking over Italy. Praise lads, and now that we've praised them, make all the substitutions. Diarra can come off, he's had a great game. Sebe can come on for him, but you don't want to be that, you want to be that and that. Pleased to make that happen for you. Stopper's going to come on, have a few minutes up front. Who else? Senton can come on. That's 3 changes. Let's just make all the subs. Who else have we got knocking about? Abaida. Come on for Lahaj. And Toyman? You any good? Not really. Ketty? Yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up? Winger? Cool. All the substitutions made. Yep, ton the sheet on site. Just go nuts. Oh, he's got a tight hamstring. Well, he can play on because he's not fit anyway. So, builds character. There we are. 4 games, 3 wins, 1 draw. Our first night in Italy. Fair to say, roaring success. Bunch plays over 7-5. That's 3. Anybody else? Nope. Cool. I mean, we've dropped to second because Spal apparently have lost their minds and have crushed Cittadella 4-1. So they've overtaken us. This is a new team, Zach. We have gone all the way from South Korea to Italia, Sicily, in fact, with Palermo FC. We have taken over Palermo in Serie B. We started in 6th place and we're already up in the 2nd. Italy's easy. I am the greatest. We also won the Asian Champions League last night. Champions of Asia with Jeonnam. We didn't win that with Palermo. We won that with Jeonnam Dragons. Last game we managed for Jeonnam Dragons, Asian Champions League final, and then we just holidayed the rest of the season after that, which took like all day yesterday. But yeah, so far so good. In fact, give me one moment here. I'll just do a thing. but and copy these. 1 second. There we go. Now I'm here. I need one more. Oh, hang on. I need to go back to the other thing. I forgot a thing, and I need the thingy. Copy. All right, we'll go back to the trophy room. Now we can have our music playing. Look at everything we've accomplished so far. We've got a trophy room. Thank you kindly, Mr. Zagdemeier. I was pretty stoked. Of course, as we won the Champions League, Twitch freaked out, lost my connection, it broke the stream, just like at the trophy presentation in game. So we're getting the Champions League trophy, which in the game doesn't look anything like the actual trophy. There it is. It's gorgeous. Yeah. Stream broke. Split itself in half. So there's like a 15-20 minute something with the two legs, first leg and second leg of the final. Trophy presentation starts. That'll stop. And then second part of the stream's there. Yeah, the VOD's worth a look. It's really good. It's good times. And last games for Jeonnam. So for posterity's sake, definitely worth checking out. But I hope you've had a good day or night or whatever it is in your neck of the woods. But look at our trophy haul. It's amazing. Can we add Serie B to that? Maybe. We've got a huge squad and a lot of it sucks. So January transfer window can't come soon enough. We need to clear out a lot of dead weight and shrink this squad down. 1 or 2 signings. We don't need to spend a fortune. I think we could do something pretty impressive here. But we're loving life in Italia. And I'm already eating way too much pasta. Carbs. My Achilles heel. Could have been a bad move. Mamma mia. Oh, we've lost top. Don't say we've lost top spot. We were never on the top spot. We're supposed to avoid relegation and that's it. Right. We'll do this press conference. Still doing those the same way. Dynamics are outstanding. Hierarchies fine. Social groups are still a bit all over the place. Happiness. Everybody's happy. No one's whinging about game time. That's surprising. Pigliacelli is a veteran goalkeeper who's not playing. He's a team leader. And he's cool with it. Weird. Here we are. We're the greatest. Is it a good bunch of players? Not really sure yet. We've got some 4-staries floating around the place. It's pretty slim pickings after that. A lot of 2.5, 3-star. But if we learned anything in Korea, it's that if a player's 2.5 star, doesn't mean they're crap. Do not count them out. Lee and Q. Like 60 goals in 2 seasons. Or really, a season and a half. So, yeah, 2.5 star is fine. But there's a lot of 2-star and a lot of youngsters. These guys are only knocking about the place because they're too old for the under-20s. There's no reserve team here. So I want to move a bunch of these guys on. Just trim the numbers down a bit, get the wage budget slim down, move on some dead weight, and then it'll be easy to get these other players fitness. We'll need to schedule a bunch of friendlies to get some game time into these legs. But yeah, if nothing else, we've got plenty of okay cover. So yeah, it's Serie B. We're not competing against Juve or any of those guys, so who knows? Can we get promoted? If we do it this season, I'd be genuinely surprised. But I think we can set ourselves up for a good run next season. Benny Davis. I did ask to scout him, but we didn't have any scouts, and they said he was out of our range. But we've tweaked the budgets. We've hired scouts. So, scout him. Well, let's find out. I'd feel really bad taking him away from John Yam. Oh, do you know who would be available? Is he? No, he's actually playing there, isn't he? Ah, bugger. He's playing now. Boo. Oh, well. So we'll find out in the next stream, hopefully, how Benny Davis compares. Our superstar from John Yam, our talisman. See how he measures up to the rest of this squad. He really does, especially after he's hard done by at Oxford. If he's good enough, we'll bring him in on merit, not just for nostalgia's sake. If I was going to bring anyone in for nostalgia's sake, Lee Ng would be sitting on this bench. Mark my words. But I'm not going to pay $6-7 grand to scout Lee Ng because I know what the scouts are going to say. Just no, DP, don't do it. And fair enough. But they're wrong because he's awesome. Yeah, well, thanks for swinging in, Zach. Unfortunately, we just played our last game of the stream because I'm tired. It's almost midnight and I've got to work tomorrow. Actually, it's 5 past midnight. Oh, I'm going to be in trouble tomorrow morning. Extra coffee. But I would wager we'll be back tomorrow night with more Italian shenanigans because Italy is the best. It's awesome. Our team wears pink shirts. We're all salmony and black and white. It's awesome. We've got a massive stadium. We've got 8,000 season ticket holders. That's more than we ever had at a home game. For Jeonnam. We've got rivals. We've got teams. We've got trophies we can add to. If we win Serie B, we get something we can club people over the head with. It's going to be great. I'm loving it. And already, we're second in the league. Who'd have thunk it? But yes, thank you to everyone for swinging by tonight, keeping your old mate DP company, and joining us on the first leg of our European Odyssey. There we go. Found the word I was looking for. The board now expect us mid-table. Interesting. They didn't before. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, One Club Champ dropped a follow. A new friend from all the way in Washington, D.C. in the US of A. Thank you for the follow. Much obliged. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks Zach for stopping in. Old mate Drop Bear for stopping by. 1,000-pound Pig, of course. And Mr. Lucas. All the friends of the stream. You guys are the best. And you make it way more fun than me sitting here talking to myself. But I'm going to wrap it up. And shut up and stop talking. Enjoy the new logo. It's everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. Maybe even on a coffee mug, which will be great. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, I shall see you next time.